Hello friends, in this video we will learn first thing how to approach for an cardiac murmur, and second by just looking at the name of the valvular defect, how to answer the part of cardiac cycle in which murmur will be produced or vice versa. Now what is a murmur? Murmur are the sounds that are produced due to the turbulence of the blood flow. Now the turbulence of the blood flow may be due to a defective valve or an obstruction or the hyperdynamic circulation. Defective valve, obstruction, and the hyperdynamic circulation. Now we classify the heart murmur according to the part of the cardiac cycle in which it occurs. So a heart murmur can occur in systole, so it is a systolic murmur. Heart murmur can occur in diastole, so it is diastolic murmur. And heart murmur may present both in the systole and diastole, so it is a continuous murmur. Now systolic murmur can be in the early part of the systole, in the mid part of the systole, in the late part of the systole, or maybe in the whole systole, that is pansystolic murmur. We will understand how these murmurs are related to the early part, mid part, or late part of the systole by taking an example of a ventricle. Suppose it is a left ventricle which has an AV valve and an aortic valve. Now to push, it has already some blood. It has to go on a diastole. So to push blood into the aorta. So when it will start contracting, first it will close its AV valve so that the blood should not leak across that valve into the left atrium. So it will start contracting. And when we start contracting, AV valve should have to close. First thing is when the chamber goes in systole, AV valve should have to close. If it does not close properly, means there is a valvular defect. What we call is regurgitation. Now second thing, suppose if it closes properly, now the second valve which will open on the contraction, ventricle is contracting regularly and increasing in intensity. So when the pressure will increase, aortic valve should open, second valve. If it does not open properly, another valve defect, that is stenosis. So in short, every chamber has two valves. When it goes in systole, that back valve, here AV valve, has to close first to prevent regurgitation. Then as the pressure increases, outflow valve, that is aortic valve, here aortic valve opens. Now if it is stenosed, it will not open and will produce a murmur. So what we understand, that in every chamber, regurgitation valve causes early murmur and stenosed valve causes delayed murmur. Delayed, it may be mid or late murmur. We can remember this through a mnemonic. In the early word, R for regurgitation. So early murmurs are regurgitation murmurs always, and delayed murmurs are stenosed. Now taking the systolic heart murmurs first. It may be early systolic murmurs, It may be mid-systolic murmurs, it may be late systolic murmurs, and it may be pan-systolic murmurs. Now, early means regurgitation. Now, systole, in the systole, early part corresponds to closure of the AV valve. Early part corresponds to closure of the AV valve. So it must be a mitral regurgitation or tricuspid regurgitation. And they are acute MR. Acute MR. Now in the mid part corresponds to closure of the aortic valve. Mid means stenosis. Mid murmurs are stenosis. And mid part of the systole corresponds to closure of the aortic valve. So it must be aortic stenosis or pulmonary stenosis. Now in the late part, the chamber is contracting from starting. First it will close EV valve, then it will exert more and open the aortic valve, then it will exert more pressure. And if the mitral valve is weak, if there is some disorder in the leaflets, then due to the high pressure, ultimately it will balloon towards the atrium. That is known as mitral valve prolapse murmur. Now the pansystolic murmurs. Pansystolic means the murmurs are occurring in the whole systole. Means there should be a hole which connects the two chambers. Example, ventricular septal defect connecting the two chambers of the ventricles. So in the whole time, pressure in the whole systole, pressure between the two ventricles is different. This does not occur in ASD because in atrium there is no such pressure difference. In chronic MR it occurs because the mitral valve is damaged chronically. Now it will regurgitate in whole systole. So pansystolic murmur occurs in chronic MR, VSD. Now diastolic murmurs. Diastolic murmurs can be early, mid or late. Now there is no pan diastolic because in the diastole chamber pressure is very low. If there at all a hole connecting the two chambers in the diastole, it will not cause an murmur. Now early means regurgitation, and diastole, the first valve that acts in diastole is aortic or pulmonary valve because they have to close so that the diastole can start. So early means regurgitation, and diastolic early means aortic regurgitation or pulmonary regurgitation. In the mid or late part, combinedly we can say that mid or late delayed is stenosis, and diastole late part is opening of the AV valve so that the blood can come into ventricles. So it is a mitral stenosis or a pulmonary stenosis. Not pulmonary, tricuspid, sorry. Now we talk of continuous murmurs. Continuous murmur can be PDA, venous hum, collaterals or AV fistula. Why murmur is continuous? Murmur is continuous because there is a pressure difference across that site in the diastole as well as the systole. This is the funda of continuous murmur. Because there is a pressure difference both in the systole and diastole at that site, a continuous turbulence of the blood flow occurs. In the patent ductus arteriosus, venous hum, collaterals and AV fistula. PDA murmurs are also known as Gyptian murmurs, named after a scientist. Now make a note that all the murmurs named after scientists are diastolic murmurs. But there are exceptions. And there is only single exception, that is PDA murmur, known as Gyptian murmur. It is a it is a continuous murmur. Otherwise, all murmurs named after scientists are diastolic murmurs. Now we take an example. If a murmur is early diastolic, now find out in which part of the cardiac cycle it occurs. So if it's early, means it must be due to a regurgitation defect. So it's a regurgitation. Now it occurs in diastole. So for diastole, early part corresponds to closure of the aortic or pulmonary valve. So it must be aortic regurgitation or pulmonary regurgitation. Thank you.